Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Campus Conversations with Brother Kenneth. Our special guest today, many of you know her. I know her well because she has to work with me every day.
I do.
It's Mary Martin, Mary Theory Martin.
Yes.
Is that good to say? Mary
Sure.
Theory Martin, that's T-H-E-R-I-N-G.
You got it.
Mary Theory Martin of Clarence. Mary has multiple roles on campus, including the Brothers House Secretary, combined with Spiritual Care Coordinator, and she also serves as a shift leader?
Shift leader.
Shift leader for the food services at Montebaur Heights. So Mary, can you tell us about your multiple roles on campus and how long you have been at the Brothers of Mercy working?
I was a stay-at-home mom prior to coming to the Brothers of Mercy campus 7 years ago. I was hired at the opening of Montebaur Heights as a part-time concierge desk attendant and a bistro attendant. I still work at Montebaur Heights. I work there 2 days a week. I am a shift leader in the dinner time block of our food service. For the last 6 years, I've been here with you as your executive secretary, and 2 years ago, I added to my role, I'm spiritual care coordinator for the campus. That's spiritual care coordinator on the campus.
Coordinator, and just for everyone watching, that is, both positions are kind of lumped. They are two separate positions, but they're lumped into one because any given day, Mary's going back and forth.
It's a multitask.
Yeah, multitasking. So instead of trying to say one day she's doing this, one day she's doing that, we just lump them together.
Right.
And she just takes turns clocking in for a different position. But
we keep our payroll lady happy.
And Mary keeps very busy, and she does all this under 37 and a half hours a week.
I do. I am part-time, definitely.
So what is an average day like for you at the different positions? You might want to hit a little bit of each.
Sure. My mornings are spent, weekday mornings excluding Friday, I'm here at the Brothers Residence. I'm providing administrative staff our administrative functions for the Brothers. I'm filing, I'm copying, I'm answering telephone calls. I make doctor's appointments. I assist them if they need help going to a doctor's appointment. I'm the gal that rides along with them. I help them and you with your technology, your cell phones, your laptops, for all those things that have little glitches that I might be able to help you with. I do all of that as executive secretary. I really am here to serve the Brothers. They served us for all these years, so it's nice to have someone, a part of the team, Jean and I, that work in the Brothers Residence. We really do work to serve the Brothers that are here, living in the residence. Besides doing my executive secretary jobs, spiritual care keeps me busy. It keeps me busy. I work with you. We schedule the masses and communion services. I make sure that we have all the supplies that we need for those events to happen, those special events and masses. We make sure we have the Eucharist. We make sure we have all the wine and so forth. That is something that you and I do together. We make sure we have the right clergy on hand and the right lay persons that can make those masses and communion service go off without a problem.
And publications too.
Yes.
So she's on the phone constantly with different publishers of the different publications we use.
Yeah, absolutely. At Montebaur Heights, one of my spiritual care roles is we offer a weekly Bible study class. We have fantastic instructors that come in and teach us everything we're learning about Old Testament right now. It's been a fantastic opportunity for our residents to expand on their knowledge of the Bible, and it's been very well received. I'm very happy that we could offer that and hope to do that more on at other facilities on the campus. So I'm here weekdays as a secretary, and I do spiritual care. My afternoons, 2:30 on, I'm the shift leader at Montabaur 2 days a week. I help run the dinner service to make sure my wait staff is taking care of our residents, providing them a nice meal, good service. I get to have a little bit of fun over there because they allow me to do special theme nights for our residents, and it's a lot of fun to plan those things.
Well, and even there, you're serving the brothers because, along with all the residents at Montabaur Heights, the food service prepares the food for the brothers.
They do, yeah.
Several, almost actually every day during the
Lunch
week.
and dinner, yeah.
Lunch and dinner.
It's nice.
So Mary's preparing that and make sure the brothers get fed, which, as you can see, isn't an issue. I had to make you laugh.
Oh dear.
But as you can see, Mary does keep very busy with her multiple roles. And considering that we currently have 4 facilities plus the brothers' residence, that keeps her busy.
It does.
Now, what do you enjoy most about your work with our residents and the brothers? You could throw that in
And
too.
the brothers, I enjoy personally making a difference. I enjoy the residents on this campus. They are a wealth of knowledge. These people have lived their lives. They have so much inside of them to share. Their advice is wise, and I look forward to it. I just enjoy learning about who our residents are. I enjoy learning about who the brothers are, what has been, what it took to get to this moment in 2024, what sacrifices these brothers had to do. They had to ride a bike to a patient's house. They had to take the patients that no one else wanted. These are all stories that I get to hear from the brothers that are still alive, or the ones that have passed on that we miss so much. So it's an important part to me to just make a difference in the lives of the residents, make a difference in my life because I learn from them. I also make a little bit of a difference in the employees that I have at Montabaur. I have a very young staff. They're teenagers or college age. I like to take the time with them. I like to listen to them. I like to make it a little bit fun for them, but I like them to do their work, but I like to see them grow, and I've had that opportunity to do that at Montabaur. So,
including no phones during the shift.
Yeah, including no cell phones on your shift, but it's really my nature to entertain and to serve. It is who I am. So I'm very lucky that I'm on a campus that allows me to do that in so many different roles. So I'm thankful for that, and it's very personally rewarding to me.
And for those out there, if that's not enough, Mary helps out with some of the other events, with the Oktoberfest, the Caritas dinner, the Chevette's chicken dinners. So Mary just sometimes doesn't get a chance to leave the campus.
I like events. They're a lot of fun for me.
Or as when we have snowstorms, sometimes she becomes literally part of the furniture for a couple
When
days.
we had the blizzard in 2022 at Montabaur, and I was stranded there. It was so hard to be stranded there in the kitchen full of delicious food and the guest room as my room to sleep in. So it was hard. It's very hard.
Do you have goals for yourself for this year that you would like to share, and you could touch on any of what we discussed?
Yeah, we have some big events happening in spiritual care. This year in May, we're hosting our bereavement mass. That's going to be held on campus. Bishop will be presiding over that mass. Bishop Fisher will be presiding over that mass, and what that bereavement mass is to celebrate the lives of those who have passed away on this campus. We like to get their family together. We like to celebrate them. We have a little reception after. We get to talk to the family, share a few stories about that loved one. It kind of is that little bit of a piece that helps them with their closure for their loved one's passing. So it's an important thing that we do on this campus. Another thing we have coming up in June of this year, we've worked tirelessly, the whole campus has worked on this 100th year anniversary for the brothers in Western New York. So This year, we are going to have a mass concluding all of those celebrations and a reception after. So that is
June 24th.
June 24th. So that is something that is going to keep me busy. Those are two very big events that I'm working on with the spiritual care department. Our foundation has two events coming up, the Caritas in May and the Oktoberfest in September. Those are all events that I'm involved with. I'm certainly not running the event, but I'm certainly helping at these events. I think these events are fantastic outlets to raise funds for our campus, for much needed funds for our campus. And it also gives our donors, our sponsors, and our community a chance to come out and celebrate who we are at Brothers of Mercy and why we're so special.
And I don't know if you participate in these, but since we're talking about events, I want to throw in our summer concert series as well.
Yeah,
in
that's
July, so just wanted to pop that in there. What hobbies or activities do you enjoy outside of work?
Well,
Yes, she actually does have time for that.
I do. I only work part-time, too. So my husband and I are empty nesters. Our youngest is a junior at, sophomore at Clarkson right now. So hopefully we'll be afforded a little leisure time to travel. Our son, one of our sons goes to college in Florida, so it's a hard job for me to go and visit him in the winter, but I do it for him. I
She's
do that for
very
him.
sacrificing.
Yes, I am. So
A very good mother, too.
So I enjoy cooking. I like keeping up on the latest food trends. I like to do interesting things at home. Right now, this is February when this is being filmed. It's sugar maple time. I have a sugar maple tree in my yard. So I grew up on a farm, so I know how to do some of these things. So I tap the trees. I'll collect a few gallons of sap. We're not talking gallons and gallons and gallons. We're talking a few. I boil it down, and I might get a quart or two of maple syrup. That is just for our house because it's not, I don't have loads of it, but it's enough just to keep me busy, and it's fun to do something like that, to create from what nature gives us.
We'll have to get you out here with our sugar maples sometime.
Do you have sugar maples?
I think
I'd
so,
love to.
somewhere around campus.
Oh, well, I know you have apple trees and cherry trees, so yeah, maybe the maple trees will be mine next. But that keeps me busy.
And parish, sometimes the parish keeps you busy too.
Yeah, I help out at Our Lady of Peace, which is my local family parish. I do help out over there. I have been on the altar and rosary. Sometimes I help out at their bereavement services to help with food service and whatever they need. It's a fantastic parish, and we're happy to be parishioners there at Our Lady of Peace.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And she still has time to sleep sometimes.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
If you came across someone in the community who asked about the different jobs on campus and what it's like to work here, what would you tell them?
Well, I would say this is the right place for you if you like to make a difference. This is a fantastic outlet to share what you have inside of you. Our human resources team does a fantastic job listing all of the opportunities that we have available on our campus. It's on their website, so if anyone ever wants to look at being employed here, check that out. It's a great, valuable tool for them to look at. But we have fantastic support staff on our campus. We have a great nursing team, we have a great therapy team, a maintenance team, a dietary team, a housekeeping team,
Laundry,
keep
activities
going with me.
enrichment.
Activities and enrichment, human resources. These are all vital
And
to...
we better not forget fiscal or health information management.
Exactly. If we have, we are sorry we forgot you. But those are all vital parts to making what Brothers of Mercy is and why we are a 5-star facility. We are really fantastic, and I think our employees are what makes the difference. I really do believe that.
And please remember, everyone, that we have 4 distinct separate facilities under the Brothers campus. Our nursing and rehab center, skilled nursing rehab, assisted living with memory care, 2 senior apartments. You can't forget our wonderful staff that Liam's part of at the I hate to use the word White House, because
Right.
there is a White House, but the white building, which
Our
is
management team.
right, the
Yeah.
original farmhouse,
Yeah,
and some ancillary members that come here from contractors or other sources.
mhm.
So it's a very vibrant, busy campus,
It is. It
and
is.
Mary has the pleasure of working here.
Yeah, it's a great place. It allows me freedoms to express myself and to plan things. I like to think I'm kind of good at doing those things, so I'm allowed to do
Very,
that.
I'll have to say she's very good.
Well, it gives me that outlet. to
And what
do
she's
that.
very good at, and I'll admit it, she's very good at putting up with me and my endless rambling on and on in my office. I think she could, from the office next door, she could hear me talking to myself, so,
That's all right. We all have our roles on the campus.
and our quirks.
Yes, absolutely.
So, anything else you would like to tell
I
us?
sure would, I would like to add something that I'm most proud of. All three of my kids who work with me at Mondabauer. I think that's a pretty cool thing to have happen. I'd like to think that they watched me at Mondabauer and they saw how I treated the residents, how I treated fellow staff members, and I hope that they bring some of those traits to their jobs when they're employed. How to be a good person to others, and to just do your best all the time. It's a great place, and it's very rewarding to work here. So thank you for the opportunity.
Well, you're welcome, and that's all we have for episode 6, and stay tuned for episode 7, which I believe I will be interviewing Anthony Fulgencio, Tony, who is our campus director, or director of our campus foundation fundraising. So, and Mary and I have both worked.
I have one more question for you.
Oh, sure.
We're having a conversation,
Right.
so I would like to ask you this question. So, if today Brother Peter Friedhofen was alive, and he came here on our campus, and he sat down with you and asked you, Brother, tell me about Brothers of Mercy in 2024, what would you tell him? What are you most proud of on our campus?
I'm most proud of the way we've grown, but actually I'm most proud of the wonderful team we have here, because without the team, without people like Mary, the hundreds of people we have working here, and not to forget our volunteers, because without
You really do have great
our volunteers, we couldn't do our team, other team members, we do consider the volunteers as part of the team. We could not do what we did without our volunteers. I cannot do what I do without Mary, and as she mentioned, our housekeeper, Jean Yannick, who was in some ways more like a house manager.
Yep.
If Mary and Jean were not here, I'd probably be twitching a lot.
She's
But-
a fantastic lady who has wonderful ideas and helps me with all the events that I have on this campus. We are always trying to do something within a very tight budget.
Tight
and,
budget,
very tight budget. My husband, at the place where he works, he had the opportunity last year to host an event for the employees, and he asked me, who does events, he said, can you help me with this? And I said, sure, not a problem. I said, how many are coming and what's your budget? So he told me how many were coming, and he told me what their budget was. And he said, about 200, and we have 20,000 to spend. I said, okay, well, I usually do my budget on $20, so I think we can have a good party
Right.
with them. And we did have a very nice event. But I certainly know we have budgets here, we're a nonprofit, so we want to make sure we have all our funds available for patient care and for making sure our residents are attended to. So if we can cut a few budgets off, cut a few dollars off of those entertaining things, it's a good thing.
Well, and she's used to me saying, if it's for the brothers, how much is this going to cost us?
Yes.
And if it's for the facilities for spiritual care, I said, make sure you go light on their budgets over there. I only speak for the brothers' budget, and I don't want to be a budget buster for the facility. But Mary and I do a pretty good job keeping everything.
I have his credit card number memorized, just so you know, and I use it all the time. Just saying.
She does. Anyway, thank you so much, and until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed life.
Thank you.